The ATL is no stranger to extravagant concerts and shows. And based on the light show we've got going right now, things are heating up in Hotlanta tonight. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looking for block. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense takes the field. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Tulane's offense has its first opportunity of the day. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he will.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Gets the back moving. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of the season where all of us love talking thinking about what's coming up, predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hobbs. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulane. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go to the ground. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Pulls it in on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, they weren't able to come up with the completion on that play, but let's point out a positive here. How about the pass pro up front by this offensive line? They did an outstanding job giving their quarterback time to throw.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Why is it taking so long to
Just
close
maintaining the lead. Keep doing what
Throw
you've
that.
been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Hobbs. Got it in the middle, it's Toner. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to it.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hobbs. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him.
Why the fuck is he not just loading?
Easy decision.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him.
Bro.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
I get some fucking protection. Holy shit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking for a man. It's Ingram. He's got him. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's 20. He's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Wants to throw on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds, wide at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Middle Tennessee.
Find some fresh air.
Games like these just mean...
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. To the air, it's Moses. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Your ass stepping. What the fuck is that?
Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Wants to throw. It's Moses. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass, it's Hobbs. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go. Let's it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
14.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hobbs. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
It's not Venezuela.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Of just exceptional U.S. military prowess. The sheer complexity of that operation is absolutely.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Itself, less time than probably any of the
motion from the back to throw. It's Moses. Oh, better look out! This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. So now it's second and long.
It's like insane.
They'll throw again after the incompletion.
You do not want
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wide and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is a weird game.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Greenway. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moses. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Green Wave. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Middle Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Tulane offense will take over.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40.
You do know that Trump said we're staying in Venezuela.
Wide open downfield.
Venezuela's
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Yeah, and I like this offense, keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge game there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to...
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Back to throw, it's Moses. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominant.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better.
Day 2. Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and leave by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We're done. Now we can safely set up the oil lobby, and we can just harvest all of the minerals in Venezuela. If you think that the American soldiers who are staying in Venezuela for the next year and a half do not have to meet any resistance, you are dumb as fuck. Good luck, Marine. Have fun. You're telling me Luigi Mangione, Pete Diddy, and Nicholas Maduro are the same prison break? You're telling me Luigi Mangione, Pete Diddy, and Nicholas Maduro are all the same prison break? know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say that Mr. President. You say you're loyal. Hey, Trump just said we're sending boots on the ground to invade Venezuela, and they will now be a vassal state. So we've taken over Venezuela, and your family member who's in the military is going to go fight in Venezuela to defend the oil lobbies. Have fun, GI. Have fun. Trump just announced that the United States of America is going to take over Venezuela. It is now a vassal state. We are sending our troops. They are going to stay there. We are going to take over the nation of Venezuela. I would like all the bootlicking MAGA cucks who thought that this just fucking ended overnight to eat my shitty fucking asshole. If you think that our boys aren't going to face resistance in the ground of Venezuela, you're a fucking idiot. Have fun, Marine. Have fun, GI. No love lost. You get fucking hurt. Hey, I just want all... Hey, by the way, the CIA immediately deployed fucking tens of thousands of pro-Venezuelan regime change bots. So expect in all of your comment sections where you're talking about how this is an illegal invasion of Venezuela, expect immediate support from random accounts that have no profile pictures, or it says like user 27891, whatever. The CIA has deployed tens of thousands of bots to attempt to manufacture consent for more military intervention. Friendly reminder, our troops in Venezuela have not left yet. They're not going to leave. This is now going to be our Gaza. We are going to colonize Venezuela and install American operations that we
Red Bull built their own hypercar. It spins to 15,000 RPM. It's a Super Saiyan RBC 15,000 RPM from a 4.5 meter displacement, 10 cylinders, and 1,200 horsepower. No turbos and nothing. Who last displaced with high horsepower engine? And people saying the V10 is